Buckle up and get ready because we are diving straight into the high-octane world of Formula One with news that will keep you on the edge of your seat. First up, Ferrari star Charles Leclerc is officially taking his influence from the racetrack to the streets in a massive new collaboration. He is headlining the latest PUMA x Nahmias campaign, bringing a fresh, sporty, and luxurious aesthetic that perfectly blends high-performance motorsport DNA with West Coast style.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
But Leclerc is not just making waves in fashion. He is making major noise about the future of racing. The Ferrari driver just opened up about his championship aspirations, declaring that he believes Ferrari has everything needed to fight for the title in 2026. He is locked in, focused on consistency, and ready to prove that he has the pace to battle at the very front of the grid when it matters most. Away from the intense championship talk, we are seeing a much lighter side of the paddock that has fans talking across social media. Charles Leclerc had a hilarious and surprisingly relatable moment recently when he was asked about a classic 90s trend. You will not want to miss his candid and slightly confused take on the digital pet phenomenon known as the Tamagotchi, proving that even F1 superstars have those funny, nostalgic memories we can all laugh about. Finally, we are tracking the growing tension as F1 fans express uncertainty regarding the upcoming 2026 regulation changes. With the Miami Grand Prix on the horizon, the conversation is heating up about how these major technical shifts will reshape the sport we love. If you want to stay in the fast lane and never miss a beat on these stories, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for all the latest updates. Ever wonder what happens when the high-octane world of Formula One meets the sun-drenched, laid-back vibes of the California coast? Well, Charles Leclerc is here to show you. Even while the F1 circuit is on its spring break, the Ferrari superstar isn't hitting the brakes. He's shifting gears into fashion as the official face of the new PUMA x Nahmias collection. This isn't your average athletic collaboration. It's a total reimagining of track-to-street style that bridges the gap between raw motorsport intensity and West Coast luxury. Think racing-inspired silhouettes that you would just as easily wear courtside or after a surf session. At the heart of this collection is the reimagined PUMA Speedcat sneaker, sporting a gorgeous sand and white palette with unique rope laces and a subtle, lived-in distressing that feels refreshingly authentic. And honestly, it makes total sense that Doni Nahmias chose Leclerc for this. Their friendship goes beyond the boardroom. They bond over basketball and even a shared love for wiener dogs. It's that genuine, effortless energy that defines this drop. You can see the attention to detail in the jacquard-woven track jackets and the nod to racing heritage in every stitch. But a quick heads up, if you are eyeing these pieces, you'll need to move fast, and if you are outside of North America, you might have to wait a little longer as this drop is currently regional exclusive. Are you feeling the merge of F1 luxury and street style, or is this too much of a drift from traditional sportswear? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more style deep dives. After all, the best style is the kind that feels like you aren't trying at all, just like Charles on the grid. Could the prancing horse finally be ready to storm back to the top of the Formula One podium? Charles Leclerc certainly thinks so, and he is putting the entire grid on notice. In a recent, candid chat on the BSMT podcast, the Ferrari ace dropped a bold prediction. The team has every single ingredient needed to mount a serious title challenge by 2026. Now, we've heard the optimism before, but there is a different energy coming out of Maranello these days. Leclerc credits the shift to a car that finally responds to his input, paired with a development team that is firing on all cylinders. He's not just driving, he's enjoying it. And in F1, when a driver feels that level of comfort in the cockpit, that is when the magic starts to happen. Leclerc admits that the car has the raw pace, but he is also keeping it real. He knows the pressure is now squarely on his shoulders to eliminate those costly, small mistakes that have haunted his past campaigns. Ferrari currently sits in a comfortable, albeit frustrated, second place behind the dominant Mercedes force. However, the mood in the garage is shifting from chasing to challenging. Leclerc points out that consistency is the real currency of a championship run. It is a long, grueling season where strategies flicker and results swing wildly. Staying in the fight means controlling only what you can, your pace and your cool under pressure. He also gave a massive shout-out to the stability within his inner circle, noting that the rhythm he has found with his race engineer is the secret sauce to their newfound competitive edge. They are finally on the same wavelength. So, is 2026 the year Ferrari returns to glory? Leclerc believes the potential is there, the team is aligned, and the hunger has never been higher. If you think Ferrari has what it takes to dethrone the leaders, hit that subscribe button and let me know your take in the comments below. After all, in Formula One, the only thing more certain than the speed is that the landscape can change in a single turn. Do you think Leclerc is the man to bring the title back to Italy, or is the climb still too steep? Let's discuss. Imagine you are Charles Leclerc, one of the fastest men on the planet, laser-focused on winning a Formula One World Championship. Now, imagine someone asks you a question that has absolutely nothing to do with drag reduction systems or tire compounds, but instead transports you right back to your childhood bedroom. In the high-stakes, hyper-competitive world of F1, it is these rare, humanizing blips that remind us these drivers aren't just robots in racing suits. Recently, Ferrari's golden boy Charles Leclerc found himself in exactly this spot when someone hit him with a random question. What exactly is a Tamagotchi? The 28-year-old racing star paused, clearly thrown by the gear shift in conversation, and offered a reply that was equal parts charming and hilariously vague. He guessed, "Isn't it the thing where you had a small cat or something?" It is the kind of innocent, slightly off-the-mark answer that perfectly highlights the generational divide between today's digital natives and the golden age of 90s handheld trends. For the uninitiated, the Tamagotchi was a digital pet you had to feed and nurture, a concept light years away from the high-tech, data-heavy simulation rigs Leclerc calls his daily office. But here is where it gets wholesome. When asked if he ever owned one, Leclerc cracked a smile and admitted, "I had one for like 2 weeks." It is a small detail, sure, but it changes how we see him. We are looking at a future race winner who, just like many of us, once spent a fleeting period of his life obsessed with keeping a pocket-sized, pixelated creature alive. It's that relatable, authentic edge that makes the sport so much more than just cars driving in circles. In an era where fans crave a deeper connection with their idols, these candid moments are gold. They prove that behind the visor, the grit, and the championship hunger, there is a person capable of laughing at himself. Moments like this remind us that while the sport is defined by performance metrics and engineering brilliance, it's the human heartbeat behind the wheel that keeps us watching. So, if you enjoyed this little peek into the lighter side of the paddock, hit that like button and subscribe for more F1 content. After all, if Charles Leclerc can find time for a digital pet, you can definitely find a second to join our community. Who knew the road to a Grand Prix podium started with a Tamagotchi? Are we on the brink of an F1 revolution, or are we just staring down the barrel of unnecessary chaos? With the Miami Grand Prix right around the corner, the paddock is buzzing, but not everyone is singing the praises of the looming 2026 regulation changes. You see, while the FIA is busy drafting a future defined by agile, smaller cars and a massive shift in engine dynamics, a significant chunk of the fan base is feeling, well, unsettled. It is the classic F1 paradox. We crave constant innovation, yet the moment the rulebook gets a total rewrite, we panic about losing the soul of the sport. The reality is that these changes are designed to solve the issues of weight and aerodynamic turbulence that have been plaguing the current ground effect era. But for the average viewer, it feels like we are entering a giant experiment. Is the risk of breaking what isn't fully broken worth the potential reward of better racing? It is a gamble that puts the FIA and the teams under immense pressure to get it right, because one misstep could alienate the very people keeping this sport's global popularity at an all-time high. I want to know where you stand. Are you excited for a blank slate, or does the uncertainty make you nervous? Drop a comment below with your take, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with all the drama as we head into the Miami weekend. At the end of the day, Formula One is built on the spirit of evolution, but in this sport, the fine line between genius and disaster is often measured in milliseconds.